ladies, it's your girl Karma Johnson, and yes, I'm back like I left something. But of course, I want to thank you, beauties, so much for tuning into my channel. And if you're a first time viewer, thank you so much for taking the time to check me out. I hope you like what you see. And if you do, don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to hit the button at the bottom of this video. The bell at the bottom of this video so you'll be notified every time I upload a new one. I'm going to be more consistent and you guys are going to see a lot more videos from me because I'm really trying to grow my channel, and I know if I want to grow my channel, I have to be more consistent and put out more videos. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay? Now today's look it's a one palette look. Finally, I finally did a look with one palette. But it's this NYX Fire palette. This palette is fire, okay? It's literally fire. It has the right name. The reason why I'm showing you guys this is because this is a really nice palette, okay? NYX did their thing, and I think it's discontinued, okay? But yeah, this is the palette that I used, and this palette is so fucking bomb. All of the colors are pigmented, and yeah, it's all of the colors are cohesive. You can make so many looks with this palette. Okay, just showing it to you guys. Really, really nice palette. It does have a little bit of kickback, but most bomb eyeshadows and pigments have that kickback. All right. Let's just swatch this red because these are the two main colors that sold me on this palette. Let's swatch this red for you. Do it on the back of my hand. Look at that. Alright. This is the color that sold me. And this color here, this little nude color. Like, if NYX is still selling this palette, you guys need to go and get it. Yeah, I know it's like about $17, $18. That's pretty expensive for a NYX palette, but it is so worth it. I'm telling you guys. Okay. Now, if you want to see how I achieved this look, you already know, boo. Keep watching. Alright ladies, so we're going to start off with my LA Girl eyeshadow base in nude, and I'm going to apply that to my lid. And then I'm going to take this flat concealer brush to use that to spread evenly across my lid, getting rid of any patches or creases so I'll have a smooth canvas for my eyeshadow. Then I'm going to take this blending brush I got from one of my Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, and this is what I'm going to use to blend everything together. Then I'm going to take this crease brush and I'm going to go into the red in that NYX palette, and this is what I'm going to use on my crease. I'm going to start off by packing it in my outer corner and then packing it across my crease, just like that. Alright, now I'm taking my Morphe eyeshadow blending brush. I'm going to go into this orange, and this is what I'm going to use to blend out the red eyeshadow, using back and forth windshield wiper motions and short circular motions. Now I'm taking my BH Cosmetics Fluffy Blending Brush, and I'm going into this tan, and this is what I'm going to use to blend out the orange, and it's also going to work as my transition color. Now I'm taking this brush I got from one of my Urban Decay palettes. I'm going into this gold color here, and this is what I'm going to use on my eyebrow for my eyebrow bone as highlight. Alright, now I'm taking my BH Cosmetics Fluffy brush, not putting any extra product on it. I'm just using this to blend everything together. Now I'm taking my NYX concealer pot in the color Glow, and this is what I'm going to use to carve out my Moonlight. And notice that I'm carving my Moonlight out a little wider than my eyeball, so this is going to give me room to blend and I won't lose the moon.
Alright, so I'm going to take this e.l.f.'s crease brush. I'm going into this burgundy, and I'm going to pack that into my outer V, and then I'll drag it across my crease. This is going to add depth to the eyeshadow look. Now I'm just adding more red with this crease brush, because when you blend on your eye, you tend to lose color. So I just want to make sure everything stays nice and opaque. Alright, so I'm taking this flat eyeshadow brush, going back into that beige tan color, and this is what I'm going to use to fill in my moon. Alright, now I'm taking this small crease brush, and this is what I'm going to use to blend out the harsh lines around the moon. Alright, so now I'm taking this Morphe crease blending crease brush, and I'm going to do some more blending on my eye. And now I'm taking the crease brush and dipping it back into that red to add more color for opaqueness. Alright, and then I'm going to blend it out with the small crease brush. Pretty much I'm going back and forth with adding color and then blending it out. I'm going to do that until I'm satisfied with the look. Alright, and now I'm just blending everything together with that BH fluffy brush. Now I'm taking my flat eyeshadow brush. I'm going back into that tan color, and I'm going to add this to my moon. It's my baby lyric. Alright, now I'm taking my L'Oreal Infallible gel liner and this angled liner brush, and I'm going to carve out my wing. And of course I jacked my wing up, so I'm just erasing the entire wing, and I'm gonna redraw it. Okay, I'm being very careful with this step, making sure I don't erase my eyeshadow. Okay, so now I'm just drawing the outline, carefully drawing the outline, making sure the lines are straight or slanted, so to speak. And now I'm just gonna fill it in. And now I'm just adding the color back where it needs to be and carefully blending that out. Remember, we're being very careful with this step. Alright, and now I'm just doing some finishing touches, making sure all the colors are where they need to be and showing up. Now I'm just straightening that line, and I'm going to take my Maybelline Master Concealer and this flat concealer brush, and I'm going to sharpen the outer line of my wing. Alright, I used a little too much concealer, but that's fine because I wipe it away anyway. I don't blend the concealer out here. Alright, so yeah, I'm wiping it away. You can blend it out if that works better for you, but wiping it away works best for me. So I'm just making sure I wipe all that away. And now I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics pencil brush. I'm going to go back into that gold color, and I'm going to add this to my tear duct, my inner tear duct. Alright, and now I'm just throwing on some mascara to prep my lashes for the falsies. And this is pretty much it for the eye for right now. We'll get on to the face and then finish the eye later on in the video. This wing actually came out better than the other one. I'm upset about that. Alright, so I'm going to take my Maybelline Pore Erasing Primer. I'm going to apply that to my T-zone area. And I like to apply primer that's specific, that targets your pores, because that's where my pores are more visible at in my T-zone area. So that's what I like to use those primers for. Then I'm going to take my CoverGirl True Blend face primer. I'm going to place that around the perimeter of my face, and I'm going to gently rub that in. And you won't see it on camera, but I'm going to let it dry for about a minute. Now I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit. I'm going to go into that peach color with this flat foundation brush, and I'm going to conceal the dark spots on my face so they won't show through my foundation when my foundation warms up to my skin. Then I'm going to take my Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. I'm going to apply that on my face, the bottom portion of my face, and then I'm going to rub it in with this oval foundation brush. And I always start at the bottom portion of my face because that's where the most coverage is needed, is on the bottom of my face. Okay, so I'm just going to blend all that in evenly, nice and even. Get around my eyebrows and everything. Okay, now I'm taking this damp beauty blender and I am going to use this to soak up any excess product that's on my face. Now I'm taking my small flat foundation brush to put coverage around my eyebrows without erasing them. Also down my nose, down the bridge of my nose, underneath my wing liner. Okay, and then I'm just going back over everything with my foundation brush to make sure everything is nice and smooth. Now I'm going to take my black opal stick foundation, and this is what I'm going to use to contour with. I'm going to contour this 5 head into a 4 head. And I'm also going to contour my lower jawbone. And also I'm going to use this angled contouring brush. And this is what I'm going to use to contour my cheekbones. Okay, and I'm also going to contour my nose by drawing 2 lines down each side of my nose and also the tip of my nose. And then I'm going to take this Wet n Wild stippling brush, and this is what I'm going to use to blend out my contour. I'm going to use this to blend out my contour everywhere except my nose. I'll use a smaller brush for that one. Alright, now I'm going to take this large eyeshadow brush, and this is what I'm going to use to blend out my nose contour. And then I'm going to take this fluffy powder brush. I'm going to go into this Ruby Kisses powder contour kit. And this is what I'm going to use to set the contour on my face. Everywhere I contoured except my nose. I use a smaller brush for my nose. Then I'm going to take my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. And I am going to use this right underneath my contour to sharpen my contour. This is the only time I bake. Whenever I do this step, I don't do this step all the time, but when I do, this is the only place on my face that I bake. And just going to let that sit there for a minute. I'm going to move on to the highlight, and I'll be using my NYX HD concealer and my Rimmel True Match concealer. I'm going to start my highlight off with my NYX HD concealer, since that's the lighter concealer. Alright, and then I'm going to use my Rimmel concealer over the NYX concealer, which is a little darker. Okay, and then I'm just going to take my beauty sponge and I'm going to blend everything out. Notice that I am pressing the product into my skin. I'm not wiping it away. I'm lightly tapping, and I forgot to highlight my upper lip, so that's what I'm doing at this point. Now I'm taking that fluffy powder brush and I'm going to wipe away the setting powder from underneath my contour. Okay, then I'm going to take my Sacha Buttercup setting powder and I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to press that powder over my highlighted areas. And I'm not baking here. I'm just pressing the powder into my skin until I can't see it anymore. Now I'm taking this BH Cosmetics blending brush, small blending brush, and I'm going to use that same dark brown in that Ruby Kisses contour kit. And this is what I'm going to use to set the contour on my nose and also do some more blending on those harsh lines. And now I'm highlighting the bridge of my nose with my NYX concealer. And I highlight my nose a little different from you normal people because I have a crooked nose. So I only put the concealer wherever it goes in, but the bone of my nose goes in at, if that makes sense. If you guys want me to do a tutorial on contouring crooked noses, just comment at the bottom and I'll do a tutorial, a more detailed tutorial. So now I'm taking my damp beauty sponge and I'm carefully blending out the concealer because I don't want this concealer to go anywhere else. I want it to stay where I placed it. Okay. And then I'm just going to take that small BH Cosmetics eyeshadow blending brush to blend out the harsh lines. I'm not adding any extra product to it right now. I'm just blending out the harsh lines. Okay, now I'm going to take my Sacha Buttercup setting powder and I'm going to set the highlight on the bridge of my nose. And then I'm going to do some more blending around the highlight. Okay, now I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. I'm going to take that fluffy powder brush and I'm going to press this into the highlighted areas. This is just going to add a little color. It's basically working as a bronzer because I don't want to be looking so pale, you know. Then I'm going to take this color here in the Ruby Kisses contouring powder palette and this fluffy powder brush, and this I'm going to use that to diffuse the harsh lines between my contour and my highlight. And it also looks like it's working as a bronzer. It's kind of warming my skin up a little. Alright, so now I'm taking this fluffy powder brush, this large fluffy powder brush, and I'm just blending everything together. Now I'm going to take this Nika K or Nika K eye and blush palette. I'm going to go into this blush color here with this angled blush brush, and this is what I'm going to use on the apples of my cheeks. And then I'm just going to take that large fluffy brush again to do some more blending to make everything look nice and seamless. Then I'm going to take my Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray, and this is what I'm going to spray on my face to melt the powder away. Okay. And now I'm taking my Revolutions Baked Highlighter in Rose Gold, and this is what I'm going to use as a highlighter. I'm applying it to the highest points of my cheeks with my Morphe fan brush. I'm also going to apply that to my Cupid's bow and my chin. Okay, I like to put my highlighter on when my face is still wet from the Fix Plus or whatever you use to get rid of the powder, because it makes my highlight pop when you apply the highlighter while your face is still wet. Alright, and now I'm just taking this small blending brush to add some highlighter to the tip of my nose. Alright, and now I'm just taking that large fluffy powder brush to do some more blending on my face and get rid of the harsh lines from the highlight. Okay. You guys saw me rocking a little bit. That's because I'm listening to music. I'm not crazy. Now I'm just going over everything with my foundation brush. Make sure everything looks nice and seamless. Okay. And then I'm going to go back over my highlight with the Morphe foundation brush, but I'm not adding, the Morphe fan brush, but I'm not adding any product to the brush. I'm just using whatever was left. Okay. Now I'm taking this flat liner brush and I'm going to go into that burgundy color in the NYX palette, and this is what I'm using to line my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take this fluffy shading brush and I'm going to go into that red color, and this is what I'm going to use to blend out the burgundy on my lash line. Then with that same brush I'm going into the orange to blend out the red under my lash line. Alright, and now I'm just taking my LA Girl Glide Gel eyeliner and I'm putting that in my waterline. Alright, now I'm going to take this little Struggle lip pencil. I don't know the name of it because apparently it's sharpened off. I don't remember the name of it, but this is what I'm going to line my lips with, prepping my lips for my lipstick. Okay, now I'm using this BH Cosmetics Pop Color lipstick in the color Zoink, and I'm gonna spread that on my lips. I know it looks a little too ashy and pale for my melanin right now, but don't worry. I'm gonna put a little gloss on top of it, and it's gonna balance everything out. All right, so I'm just adding more lip liner. All right, and then I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the color Butterscotch, and I'm going to put this on my bottom lip. I'm sorry about my dog, y'all, but I'm going to put this on my bottom lip and just dab my lips together. I don't want my lips to be too glossy, so that's why I applied it to one lip. All right, and now just going back over my face with the powder brush, and I'm pretty much done. I'll be back with the finished look after I fix my hair. All right, and this is the finished look, ladies. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free to share. I don't mind, trust me. And I just want to let you ladies know that I'm going to start doing actual walkthroughs. I'm just waiting for my sound condenser to come in the mail, but I'll be actually doing more walkthroughs so I do more details, all right? So peace, love, and blessings to you all. Have a good one. Later.